are you?
Mr. Little
Bitch!
Scat.
Escada!
Yes, sir.
Welcome to Vancouver, British Columbia, Canada. Vancouver, Canada.
Yeah, shit.
Yo, how's it going, everybody? It's your boy Venom here, back with a new podcast series. Whatever show, whatever the fuck you want to call it. It's your boy Chris here, or Venom Slice. Today, guys, I got a special guest, aka Noah Grimes from Onlookers.
What's up, guys?
And obviously, I have to get him on the show because me and him have a great dynamic. We've been friends since freshman year, I believe.
Sophomore. What was it, freshman or sophomore?
Cause we met. We met during
Okay, we met at church freshman year.
Yeah.
But it was Spanish sophomore year.
Yeah, Spanish sophomore year. That was lit, dude. What's her name? Mrs.
I don't know.
Miss Bernard. Miss Bernard. Fucking, she looked like the girl off of fucking The Incredibles. So we're gonna be talking about sports and some other shit, guys. But today we're gonna mainly talk about sports because obviously tomorrow's the start of free agency, and today a lot of moves happen.
Dear gosh.
Yeah, the prerequisite moves. They haven't been official until 12 o'clock tonight, or 2 o'clock Central Time, which is where we're at. So the first move we're gonna talk about, Noah. I know this one's gonna be exciting to talk about. Odell Beckham Jr. being traded to the Cleveland Browns for Jarrell Peppers, first, and a what was the second pick?
Jarrell Peppers first, it was the 17th pick, and then third in the 2020 draft.
Honestly, that's a great move for the Browns. I think the Giants do get that first round pick. Will it be big? We'll have to find out and see. I think personally it's not going to be very much, especially for a player like Odell Beckham. But I think honestly, Noah, Jarrell Peppers is the biggest, a big part in this deal. I think people don't understand how good Jarrell Peppers is. This man is probably one of the hardest hitters, safeties I've seen last year, and I think he has potential to be a star. But he's not Odell Beckham Jr. Let's be real.
No, he's not Odell Beckham Jr., but Odell Beckham really has struggled the past few seasons, and he's only known for making one-handed catches. He's not going to get you that many yards a game, or really that many possessions a game. But yeah, Jarrell Peppers, when Cleveland sent him away, that hurt their defense big time, because he's coming up to be a star player for the Browns.
And think about this for a second, Noah. Who have they got in the free agency for defense? The Browns. I haven't thought of anyone really.
Well, yeah, and free agency's barely even started yet, so.
Yeah, I'm saying prerequisites. I think honestly they got to go after some stars out there. There's I think the biggest position they need to work on is linebacker. Linebacker is going to be a huge position for them. I think they got rid of Jamie Collins a couple, I think last year, so they need to get some linebackers. Corners, I think they're great at. I think Jason McCourty's a great corner. Actually, no, he got removed. He got moved. Never mind. So yeah, I think the secondary is decent. They just got to work on the linebacking core, and once they get that going, that would be great. But let's talk about the offense. You got Baker Mayfield, Nick Chubb,
Kareem Hunt now.
Kareem Hunt now, yes. Dude, I didn't even think about that. Wow. Jarvis Landry and Odell.
That's a great offense.
Oh, and the tight end, Njoku.
Yeah.
Dude, who's gonna be the number one receiver? Is it gonna be Jarvis or Odell?
It's gonna be Jarvis, because once again, I don't think, unless Baker and Beckham have this great chemistry. Again, Beckham, I don't think is gonna get you that many yards. I think Jarvis is gonna be the number one receiver, but that tandem is still, defenses will have to double team both of them, and that's gonna be a real challenge.
Dude, people are sleeping on the Browns. Let me take it back. Now, people are kind of sleeping on the Browns a little bit. People are not understanding how deadly this combination is going to be. You got Jarvis on one side, who is a speedster, absolutely insane. He's not going to average 10 yards a catch. He's going to average 10 catches a game. And you got Odell Beckham Jr. who could just go crazy, out of nowhere. We saw in his rookie year and sophomore year, he went crazy.
Yeah, definitely.
So let's talk about predictions. What do you think the Browns are going to go this year? What's the record you got?
I think they're gonna win the AFC North.
Who's the biggest competition you think for them?
Let me see here. Who's in the AFC?
Steelers, Ravens, and Bengals.
Ravens. I think the Ravens, as of now, have the second best chance of winning it next to the Browns. But the Steelers are just falling apart left and right. Sorry, George, but it's true.
I had an NBA comparison from the Steelers. Oh, it was the Oklahoma City Thunder back when they had James Harden and Kevin Durant and Russell Westbrook. They're basically that team. They lost Antonio Brown and Le'Veon Bell. Which let's talk about Le'Veon Bell because there's rumors that he could be going to the Jets. I've heard some rumors he's going to
the Ravens.
Ravens. Where do you think he's gonna land at? What team do you think is gonna have Le'Veon Bell as their overpaid running back?
Overpaid. Yeah. Right now, a lot of reports are saying Jets, but there's been so much confusion. And I think Le'Veon on social media, on Twitter, he lives in this. He loves it. He loves people talking about him. He loves the attention. How much or how little deserved it really is. I think right now the Jets are the ones with the most likely chance. At least that's what most of the reports are saying, but you never really know because it's early and there's just so much confusion out there.
I think personally, he's gonna go to the Jets, and I know Antonio Barr. He was a Vikings linebacker. He opted out of his deal to go to the Jets. I think the Jets is gonna be the place. Where
did you see he decided to stay with the Vikings?
Yeah, he re-signed with the Vikings, which is a smart move. Good job, Anthony Brown. Why the fuck did you sign with the Jets in the first place? What do they have on that defense besides Jamal Adams? Like, come on. Like, what the fuck's he thinking about? Like, I think personally, the Jets give him the most money. They have the most cap in the entire NFL, and he can be a star there. Like, who else is on that offense besides Sam Darnold?
Yeah.
So like Sam Darnold and Le'Veon Bell in the backfield, that's gonna be stellar.
True, but like crazy. They're not gonna win any games with just those two players.
Well, duh. I don't think Le'Veon Bell cares about winning games. I mean, obviously he's shown that. All he cares about is that money and his rap career, which, by the way, both of them are dying. Because no one listens to his rap career. Come on now.
That's true.
That shit's ass.
Will he? Do you think he's gonna get overpaid, or do you think he's gonna get hit with a low bar number?
Definitely.
Everyone early on was thinking this might be successful for him, but I don't. I feel like it's gonna bite him. I don't see him getting more money than he thinks he will.
I don't want him to get more money, but honestly, he probably will. Just the Jets have so much money. Like, why? Like, who are they gonna go spend it on? Like, who else is in free agency that's better than Le'Veon Bell at that running back position?
True, and if Le'Veon starts messing with teams like this, trying to get bidding up.
Now, there's one other team that I really want to hear your opinion on. The Colts. Do you think he'll sign with the Colts?
No.
No.
No, I think the Colts are content mostly with the running back defense. I mean, with the running back quarterback situation.
So I think personally, we'll just have to see, man. Like tomorrow, I think some news will break about tomorrow. I think Le'Veon Bell will sign a contract tomorrow. With what team? We'll have to find out and see. So this is kind of the oldest news we're going to talk about, but it's obviously the biggest news of probably next couple of years. Antonio Brown getting traded to the Raiders. Now, I know George has to be pissed at this one because listen, no matter what happens with this Raiders, no matter what happens with this move, the Raiders win. No matter what, no matter what happens, because let's say Antonio Brown does flop, he does terrible with the Raiders. They only gave up 3rd and 5th for him, so that's not gonna be shit. Especially when you have Antonio Brown on your team with Derek Carr, that combination is gonna be deadly as fuck.
Yeah, I don't know what Pittsburgh was thinking with this trade. I mean, at least try to get a 1st rounder or someone. I don't understand. It's almost as confusing as when the Raiders traded away Khalil Mack for nothing, or when they traded away Amari Cooper. It's just, of course the Raiders won, but what are the Steelers thinking? Was he that much of a cancer that they had to ship him away for bare bones?
Here's one deal I heard that was better. There's guys, everyone ready for this one deal is better? The Patriots. A 2nd and a 4th. You want to know the Pittsburgh said to that? Go fuck yourself. That's literally what they said to the Patriots. But it's a better deal. It's a way better deal.
It's a way better deal, but at the same time, you're giving the Patriots one of the best wide receivers in the NFL.
Think about this though. Tom Brady's gonna probably retire in a couple of years. Those picks aren't gonna be shit. I mean, I've heard they're like 20, 22 picks, something like that. I think I don't know. I have to double check. But they're later picks, so like they're not gonna be shit in years. Let me take it back. They're gonna be like big picks in the future.
Yeah.
I don't know, man. So let me think about something else. Let's talk about What do you want to talk about? What do you got?
Man, let's just talk about Detroit.
Detroit.
Hey,
How
they
you going?
come,
All defense.
dude. I don't know. Like, I like that they've been making moves and they've been making loud moves early, but they're going all in on defense on a league that is increasingly offensive driven. Even if, and not by its own choosing, of course, the NFL likes to push offense now, but who knows? I mean, they're focusing on O-line today, signing Ode Abushi from the Cardinals to a 1-year deal. I really hope that this defense, I really hope them going all in on defense helps them. It worries me that they're signing a crap ton of old Patriots players. I mean, some of them are still pretty young, but, you know, Patriot players on defense, when they leave, they just don't turn out good.
Yeah, we've seen that a lot in the past. I'm not gonna say any names.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know. Like, I think the Lions should be focusing a lot more on their defense. I think that last year the defense was, it was all right, but their offense was, it wasn't.
Now,
very
a
good.
signing by the Lions that I do really like was Jesse James, the former Steeler tight end, signed to a 4-year, $25 million deal. I really like that. It helps them because they have no tight ends at all. And Jesse James is arguably the best tight end on the free agent market, who they snagged quickly.
I think one player that you guys should not have signed is Danny Amendola. Let me say this again, guys. Danny Amendola is hot booty shit. Okay, this dude is fucking garbage.
Playoff Danny?
Fuck off. Like, honestly, dude, this dude, like, this shows how good the Patriots system is. Like, as soon as Danny Amendola leaves, guess what happens? Career goes downhill. Wonder who else that's happening to? Malcolm Butler, Nate Soldier. Can I go on?
Yeah, well, that was my point earlier. But same with Edelman. I think if Edelman ever left New England, like, I don't think he's going to amount to much.
I don't think anyone thinks that. I think personally for the Dolphins, he was just a shit fit. And I think the Lions, he's even more of a shitter fit because Matthew Stafford's not elite. But yeah.
Okay. Yes, he is.
Oh, you want to debate that right now, son?
I'm not going to debate that because you've had this debate for years.
You want to know who signed absolutely no one? The fucking Patriots. We haven't signed a damn player, and we're losing everyone. We're losing everybody, but not signing a fucking player. You know what we could do? How about we sign a fucking pass rusher, New England? That would be a great idea. But no. Let's just wait until the last minute. We'll go sign a bunch of bums and make them superstars. That's what we always do. Swear to God.
Yeah, I mean, I think the Patriots really are waiting for the draft this year. For some reason, they just seem really hyped up on the draft.
Bro, I don't know what the fuck they're hyped up for. It's like, we have the 32nd pick. We're not gonna get shit.
That's true. I don't know. I feel like I got this feeling they're gonna trade up.
They're definitely gonna trade up. And I think you ready for this, Noah? A quarterback.
Yeah,
They're gonna get a quarterback.
Drew Lock.
Ooh, Drew Lock. Who else could they get?
I mean, is Will Greer out of West Virginia in the draft this year?
I think he's staying for another year.
You think he's staying?
Yeah. But yeah, I think we're not
Someone I've really enjoyed watching. So
yeah.
if he does stay, I'm hopeful on where he's gonna land in the next few years in the draft.
So you want to talk about probably my favorite signing of the whole time? Because I fucking hate you Giants fans. Landon Collins going to the Redskins for a 6-year, $48 million deal. He is the highest paid safety in the league, Noah.
Yeah,
And he deserves it.
I don't know if he's. I don't know. I like the Redskins move with this, but you know the Redskins aren't gonna win, and I don't know if he was there for the money or if he thinks he can honestly help them win.
He's like a prostitute. He's there for the money. No, I think personally, dude, he's going to have a huge impact on this defense. Trust me. The Redskins, guys, y'all ready? Is going to be a very dark horse contender this year. If they can get a fucking... Actually, wait. No, they have like multiple quarterbacks. Never mind.
Yeah.
They have too many goddamn quarterbacks, actually. Fucking what?
Hey, did you see Teddy Bridgewater wants to sign an extension with the Saints?
Yeah, Teddy Bridgewater, what the fuck is wrong with you? You're gonna stick behind Drew Brees.
Well, his argument is that within the next year or two, Drew Brees is going to be retired and he'll be the next star quarterback. I don't think it's that bad of a decision by him. I mean, to be mentored the next few years by one of the greatest of all time and then to be able to take over his spot, I mean, it's sort of like I'm not comparing him to Aaron Rodgers, but it's kind of like a Brett Favre, Aaron Rodgers moment.
Well, I mean, Teddy Bridgewater is better than Aaron Rodgers, so yeah. Dude, Teddy Bridgewater, guys, I've been on his dick since he got drafted. All homo. I think personally, Teddy Bridgewater is a stud. He just hasn't had the opportunity. Chris, he had the fight in the Vikings 2 years. Shut the fuck up, okay? Listen, that was a fucked up situation. This dude had no receivers, no running back, no offensive line. I don't give a fuck. This dude he was in a situation that Sam Darnold's in right now with the Vikings.
Oh yeah.
And as soon as he gets a good team with the Case Keenum shit, when Stephon Diggs actually was good, he got injured with probably the worst looking knee injury I've ever seen.
Yeah. Man, you know who I'm looking at?
Who?
I'm excited to see what Nick Foles can do.
Yes, dude, the Jaguars. Oh, dude, I'm so excited. Fuck you, Blake Bortles. You're not gonna screw this team anymore with your bad breath.
Hey, but you know, Blake Bortles is looking to sign with the Pats. Did you see that?
No. Noah, stop it. Don't even put that image into my mind.
No, it's an actual thing. You can look it up. Like, the Pats and him are seriously talking.
Yo, Mr. Fuck, what is your name?
Kraft?
Mr. Kraft, I know you're in jail right now, okay? Listen, don't pick up fucking Blake Bortles, okay? Go back to touching prostitutes, okay? We don't want this shit. Don't sign Blake Bortles, please. On everything I love.
Yeah, but Nick Foles, good on you, man. Good on you for getting out of a situation in Philadelphia where the team was constantly trying to screw you over. And good for you getting that money. I get people are going to be like, oh, well, he sucked in a regular season. Yeah, he has. I'll admit that. But also, he's been great in the postseason. Teammates love him. And you just give him a chance in a new system.
I don't know. I think personally it's going to be the same situation as he had with the Rams. Where he did really well with the Eagles. Remember his 27-2 interception season? Where he had 27 touchdowns, 2 interceptions? And he signed immediately with the Rams and had a shit season. I think he might have that type of situation this year with the Jaguars. Because let's not face it, who's on the Jaguars offense besides Leonard Fournette?
Yeah, you're right. But at the same time, he's not the same quarterback that he was with the Rams.
That is true. That's true. I think, dude, the Jaguars need to draft a wide receiver. They have to. You got Blake Bortles Jr.
What's their pick this year?
They went 4-12 this year, so they have a high pick.
Okay.
So it's probably top 5, I want to say.
Okay, that's a good place to pick up a tight end or wide receiver.
We were talking about this on the Undefeated. We were talking about before Nick Foles signed, they had to draft a quarterback. I take that back now because they have their quarterback. So now I think receiver is a perfect move for them to go and get.
I mean, with the Rams, they were in a win now thing with Nick Foles. But with the Jags, you can wait a little bit, grow it, start to rebuild a little bit more, and then try to go for the rings. Which is, I think, a better situation for Nick Foles than if he was in a win now situation.
And maybe Nick Foles will get Jalen Ramsey to shut the fuck up.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, to be fair, Jalen hasn't said anything since the beginning of the year.
Yeah, you want to know what? Because he sucked this year. Well, he didn't suck. He was not good.
Yeah, he got burnt by everyone.
So I want to talk about a move that Cage was really happy about. Tyrann Mathieu signing with the Chiefs. What is your reaction to that move? Because that's a great move. That's a great move.
It's a great move. I'm surprised he didn't re-sign with Houston, honestly.
Yeah, I don't know.
They offered him a ton of money, and he said no. No, he said he wants to wait until free agency officially begins. But then he goes off and signs with KC or Detroit. Reportedly, Detroit was like a close second, which, I would have freaked if he signed with Detroit.
I was thinking about Tyrann Mathieu fit well with the Texans. He was a great safety for them. I think him and what's the guy's name? The other guy with his type pair. It doesn't matter. They were a great deadly duo together, and I think they had a great future ahead of them. But The Texans, I think, are very overrated as a team, and you showed in the
Oh,
playoffs.
definitely. And we said that when they lost in the playoffs.
Well,
I mean,
I'll admit though, I was the one that said they were going to beat the Colts because I had no idea the Colts were going to come and absolutely wreck them. I thought, hey, Deshaun Watson's going to come in, he's going to show up really well for them. Yeah, no, he didn't.
yeah, no. But I think that was the game that people looked and was like, oh, Deshaun isn't as good as we thought he was. They just played really bad teams in the regular season.
Well, yeah, we were playing the AFC South. And yeah, you're not going to play good teams. I mean, you got the Jaguars, the Colts, what now are good. And,
Yeah.
The third team. Fuck. Jaguars, Colts, what? I don't even know what the other team is, but it doesn't matter because they're irrelevant, obviously, because I can't think of them right now. So I'm going to talk about a deal that actually kind of hurts to talk about for Panthers fans out there. Mr. Thomas Davis signing with the Chargers. And this is huge because I know Thomas Davis is 35 years old, linebacker, which, Thomas, why are you still playing in the NFL, bro? Your head looks like you're hurting every 5 seconds, okay? He signed a 2-year, $10 million contract with the Chargers, which sucks for Panthers fans because he's been there for 14 seasons, and now he's changing teams. I actually, that's actually a trend I'm seeing. Terrell Suggs left the Ravens, and he signed with the team. I forgot what team he signed with. But, like, the 2 different stars who've been there for 14-plus years are signing with different teams. It's weird. So, does this do anything for the Chargers, Thomas Davis signing with them?
I think it does. I think it really helps them. Hold on. So the Colts are officially out of the Le'Veon Bell sweepstakes. They're just not willing, even though they have all that cap space, they're just not willing to hand out the money. And it looks like they're comfortable with Marlon Mack and Nyheim Hines as their RBs moving forward.
Okay, fair. All right, that's fair. All right, I think the Colts, honestly, it's a good idea they don't go for him because I know I said earlier that they might be, it might be a good idea. I think it's one of those things where it's like you could go for him, but you don't really need to. The Colts are in a great position right now. I think personally, they need to just get better as a team, expand, and there you go.
Oh yeah, no. Apparently the Bears are in the top 3 next to the Jets and Ravens.
The Bears would be a nice
Dude, imagine what Matt Nagy could do with Le'Veon Bell on that offense.
Especially since they got rid of Justin Howard.
Yeah.
Well, speaking of Justin Houston, he left the Chiefs.
Dude, the Chiefs traded D Ford and then they released Justin Houston. I get that they're changing their defense, but let's face it, those are 2 of the best defensive linemen in the game.
And
then they signed Tyrann Mathieu, which will help their secondary definitely, but their pass rushing and their defensive line are hurt at the same time.
I don't know what kind of direction they're going to go into. Like, get Tyrann Mathieu, and they're not really like helping out their front. I know they got Damian Wilson, but like, who are they going to get to pass rush next year?
I don't know. I actually expected them to keep D Ford and trade Justin Houston. I did not expect them to get rid of both of them.
I mean,
I expect them to trade one of them and keep the other.
Then again, D4 is the reason why they didn't go to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, but that was okay.
I'd be pissed.
That was one mistake.
Like,
I get that you'd be mad, but that was one mistake by him when he was dominant the rest of the year.
I don't give a fuck. D Ford, man, yeah, fucked up. Yeah, fucked up. CJ Mosley to the Jets. That's a huge one. I know people don't.
Great signing by the
talk
Jets.
about that. The Jets are signing a lot of players this year. Well, a lot of them are opting out of deals, like Anthony Barr, which would have been a huge. Like CJ Mosley and Anthony Brown against each other. That was like an underrated combination. I feel like it was going to be deadly for them next year, but he did re-sign with the Vikings. What does this do for the Jets defense? Like, does it?
It helps them a lot, but at the same time, what can you do to really help the Jets at this point?
Offense.
Yeah, exactly.
Which they're not doing. And if they get Le'Veon Bell, then hey, man, I think the Jets should be a team you watch out for.
If they have Le'Veon Bell, great, but their offensive line isn't that great. I mean, look at how many times Darnold was sacked.
Dude, yeah, man. It's just the Jets are a mess, man. It's just, I think honestly, Le'Veon Bell and Sam Darnold will bring him back, but in the draft, you got to find someone for a linebacker. I mean, offensive lineman. It just has to happen. It just has to happen. So the next team I'm gonna talk about. Any other teams you want to talk about before I move on to something else?
We talked about most of the ones that I was
It's getting exciting this year, guys. It's exciting for agency. This is great.
It's exciting. Tomorrow's gonna be the big day, though. Tomorrow's gonna see where the big boys are going.
Le'Veon Bell.
Or it's gonna be like the MLB where they wait last minute. Which, if y'all do that, I'll be mad.
Pissed. So I actually want to talk about the Titans because they don't sign very big players, but they sign a lot of players. Like last year, they signed I think 9 players before the free agency happened. This year they signed the most players out of any other team with 6 this year, which is crazy. But the Titans, they're not even big names really, except for Cameron Wake, who's kind of washed up a little bit. He's had some great seasons recently, but hasn't really had great ones. You have Adam Humphries, Adam Humphries, 4-year, $36 million deal. I know people are going to disagree with me on this, but I think it's a very overpaid contract for him. I don't think he deserves that money, but I'll keep at that. Kevin Pillmine. Offensive tackle, that's a great pickup right there. I think that's a fantastic pickup for the Titans. They're gonna love that guy right there. Roger I butcher these names, man. Stafford, for a 4-year, $44 million contract. He could have got paid probably like $8 million, I think, a year. I think $11 million is too much for him, but I think this is gonna be like an overload on his first couple of years and then on the back years because he's a very, very I don't know. I think he's very injury prone. I think personally, so he's gonna be
okay. Okay, here's my most overrated, overpaid signing so far.
Yeah.
Buffalo Bills, Cole Beasley, 4 years, $29 mil.
I can't even argue with that. Actually, hold up. How many players did they sign? Oh, never mind. Let me take it back. The Titans haven't signed the most players. The Bills have. They signed Cole Beasley, John Brown, who I know. No, I don't think you understand that. That's a great move right there for them. Like that's an insane move. Then they signed Frank Gore. I thought he retired.
Dude, I'm the one. Dude, in the group chat we have, dude, I was like, I thought he retired.
Yeah, me too. I was like,
that man is 36 years old.
What team was he on? Was he on the Dolphins next year or the Jags? Which one was he on?
I think he was on the Dolphins. No.
Carlos Hyde was on the Jags, so no, I wasn't.
Yeah.
But anyway, whatever team he was on, dude, I thought he was gone. I didn't even know he was in the league nowadays. Ever since he left the 49ers, I just haven't even paid attention to him. Then you got Kevin Johnson, who that deals. It's all right. Kevin Johnson.
You know who the Bills are looking? The Bills are looking to sign Ziggy Ansah, which would be a great signing by them.
Oh, dude, that'd be nice. Isn't Ziggy Ansah a former Lion?
Yes, but he's injury prone, so that's why we let him go.
Oh yeah, I know him. Yeah, dude, I think he had a lot of potential to become a really high.
Oh no, I mean when he's healthy, he's one of the best DEs in the game. But he's just so injury prone the past few years.
Yeah, fuck injuries, man. They've ruined a lot of players' careers.
Oh, heck yeah.
Like I do. Every time I think of injuries, I think of Derrick Rose. I don't know why. It's just something in my head.
Yeah.
I fucking hate it, dude. I fucking hate it. I think we've kind of got every single team. I mean, the Browns have signed a lot of good players. The Cowboys.
We didn't talk about the 49ers.
The 49ers. Yes, sir. Let's talk about the 49ers. Let's get ready for
Which they haven't really done anything except trade for D Ford.
Yeah, I mean, you got Jimmy Garoppolo as your fucking, the GOAT, their fucking Lord and Savior. And you're not going to get him anything. Nothing. Who are his weapons next year? Besides, no one, No
one.
I can't think of anyone right now, I mean, you guys know more than me, probably in the comments, so drop them down below. The 49ers have made a great deal, though. I just forgot about this guy. Kenyon Alexander. A 4-year, $54 million deal from the 49ers to be the highest inside linebacker in the league. And I think Kenyon Alexander hasn't his potential yet, but I feel like he has the potential to become a star. I've seen him. He had his best game after his brother died, unfortunately. He had 2 interceptions, 1 sack, 1.5 sacks, and 20 tackles. This guy can be that star. He's had great moments throughout his career where he had superstar written all over him. I think he can reach that potential. He just needs to find it in him. He's a great Buccaneers linebacker, and I think Buccaneers are going to really feel that on a loss.
Oh yeah. How do you feel about the Bears signing Cordell Patterson from the Patriots? 2-year, $10 million.
Cordell, I think honestly, they're going to regret it. Because Cordell Patterson is a kick returner, and that's it, in my opinion. He's not a great receiver.
Okay, but he's a great kick returner.
He's a great kick returner, but he's not going to do much for them, personally. I think, because the Bears actually have that one guy, the running back.
Oh, crap.
If you guys don't know, we do these shows like right on the spot, so that's why we're forgetting a lot of things.
Oh yeah, no, there's no planning at all before
We
this.
know it's planned, and which makes it better.
With onlookers, it's the same way. So,
Except we have George, who has like his brain's huge.
I don't know. George is a, I don't know how to explain his brain, dude. The Cleveland Browns are really close to signing Earl Thomas to a 3-year deal.
I was gonna talk about that. Earl Thomas. I was saying since free agency, he's not gonna sign with the Cowboys. I was saying since free agency, he's not gonna sign with the Cowboys.
It was either gonna be the 49ers or the Cowboys, but now it looks like the Cleveland Browns are really close to signing him for a 3-year deal.
Which they should do, because the Browns don't have anyone on defense. Like they've got, I mean, they have people on defense. Let me take that back. But they are losing a lot of defense with the move that they're making, aka getting rid of Jarrell Peppers, who is, by the way, a free safety. You know what Earl Thomas
True, and
is?
this may be why they're going after Earl Thomas to replace Jarrell Peppers.
Yes, I think the Cowboys should not go for Earl Thomas, because guess what? Next year, you know what's going to happen? Amari Cooper's contract expires. Dak Prescott's, Ezekiel Elliott. They need a cap for those guys.
Yeah, you need cap. We didn't talk about the Cowboys at all because the Cowboys haven't done anything, and I don't think either of us expect them to do anything.
They franchise tagged DeMarcus Lawrence, which is good. You should, duh. A freaking idiot would.
Yeah, but I think you should sign a contract.
I mean,
I want a contract signed. I like all these franchise tags.
We know how NFL works. Like players are stubborn.
Yeah, I feel like you keep franchise tagging these players. They're just eventually going to be like, I'm done with it.
You know what I'm going to talk about after we're done with this? We're going to talk about something like when we get done with like all the moves, so we're going to stick to it that. Then also they got Jason Witten, who came out of retirement. Also, Jason Witten, if you're out there and you're listening, because I know you are, you suck at fucking analyzing. You suck dick. Don't ever do it again, okay? And good job for coming back to the Cowboys, because you're actually good at being a tight end. Unfortunately, you're not good at being an analyst on them.
Yeah, I love how when we were talking to George about this, he was talking about how he didn't think he was that bad of a... And I don't think he's that bad of a analyst.
I do.
I know you do. But I feel like all the trash talk got to him. And he decided, hey, let me play at least one more year. But I worry that he just will not be able to let it go. And with a lot of players that have retired, they talk about, Chris Carter talks a lot about how it took him a good 2 to 3 years after to get over that he's not a player and he can't do what he once did.
Chad Ochocinco, you hear that? You can't play in the NFL no more, buddy. Stop talking about it. All right, so anyway, Jason Witten, yeah, I just did not like him, but at least he's not as bad as Joe Buck. Let's be real. Who can be worse than Joe Buck?
No.
I would say a name, but I'm gonna get fucking roasted. I mean, he's probably gonna send me some hateful letters.
Who?
So you know who. I'll just text it to you, but
yeah, do that.
Do we talk about Trey?
Did
we talk about Trey Flowers signing with your team?
We didn't, but that's a big deal for the Lions.
Do you like that deal?
I do. I think they paid a little too much, but I think that's a massive boost to their defense.
Yeah, you see the text messages.
Okay, I get it.
All right, so I think we're done with free agency. I'm gonna talk about the topic I want to talk about real quickly. Do you think franchise tagging should be gone? It should be removed.
I don't think it should be removed, but I think you should have a limit.
No, I think it should be completely gone. It's stupid.
I know, I get the argument, but I think it should be limited. I think you should only be allowed to have 1 to 2 franchise tags on individual players. I get the team's need for it, but let me hear your case against it.
Okay, here's what I'm gonna case against it. I think it ruins free agency a lot. I mean, players want to go and make to other teams, and teams it's like they're like kind of like a slave a little bit. It's like, no, you want to go to that team, but you can't because I got franchise your bitch ass, and you have to stay with us for another year. And there's nothing they can do about it. There's nothing they can say about there's nothing they can sit out. Yeah, they can sit out, but guess what? You're fucked. I think.
I mean, okay, but look what Le'Veon Bell's doing.
Yeah.
I mean, he's probably gonna get overpaid for sitting out. But look at what he's gonna do is gonna revolutionize how players are viewed and how the franchise tag is gonna be viewed for the next 10 to 20 years.
Yeah, also, he wasted a year of his prime for being a retard.
True, but that's up to him. Like he chose to do that.
Yeah, he's a fucking retard.
Either way, he wasn't gonna get the money that he thought, so he's probably gonna sit out anyway, even if they didn't franchise tag him.
He's looking for NBA money, tag money. Like,
and at this point, dude, I could see him going to the NBA, just because. I don't know.
Why not?
Why not? Dude, he's already a rapper. He'd fit in perfectly.
God damn it, Noah. Dude, I think honestly, he's out here trying to look for like a 5-year, $150 million contract, bro. You're a running back, okay? You're not gonna get that money. The only player that could probably get that money is a quarterback, aka Patrick Mahomes.
Dude, Patrick Mahomes, when his contract comes up at the end, I believe it's at the end of this upcoming season, right?
Yeah.
Dude, he's gonna get paid.
I think I've heard reports of a 5-year, $200 million. I'm not bullshitting right here. That's coming from
200.
Sources from ESPN are saying that. Dude, that's like, what the fuck? Like Jimmy Garoppolo got a 5-year, $153 million contract.
Yeah. I mean, I think they overpaid for Jimmy G.
Oh yeah, they're screwed. Good job. You can testify this. No, whenever they signed him, I was like, this is retarded. They're stupid as fuck. They're gonna regret that.
Oh yeah.
I think honestly, the sample size they got for like 8 games. That's not enough time.
Down with an injury. No, I think honestly he's an injury-prone quarterback. I have a feeling he will not be sustainable at all.
Yeah, he got injured with the Patriots. Remember when Tom Brady got suspended for 4 games? He got injured then he got injured again, and then he got towards ACL. Like, he's only played 8 games. He's already had 3 major injuries. Like, this man is very injury prone. And
it's sad because I believe he is a really talented quarterback. But can he stay healthy? And we have not seen that at all.
And the 49ers offensive line, that's just not going to hold up.
No.
Is it weird? Like, a lot of offensive lines around the league are just complete shit. It's like, I don't know. For some reason,
they're just really bad. But at the same time, again, it's becoming more and more defensive heavy. And the defenses have been out of the world lately. With the front 7 with the front man on most of these teams, even crappy teams have great defensive fronts.
And it's gonna get much worse. Trust me. This next draft is gonna be insane.
Oh, dude, the draft, out of college, the defenses out of college are insane.
Facts. Like, what the hell?
I mean, the offense is also insane, but that's just because the NCAA makes in-game their referees lean heavily on the offense, which is dumb. But the defenses are good if they're allowed to play defense. So when they go into the NFL, they're really allowed to show off just how talented they are.
Yeah, it's like, dude, I don't know, like, the offensive lines for me is just, it's gotten worse and worse and worse over the years, and it's getting worse. Like, I don't know what's going on with them. Like, offensive lines are, right now, like, you see these free agents, they're getting a lot of money, but when you see them play, they're not
And
good.
I think that's because they're being pushed more to allow open holes for running backs and running QBs instead of actually blocking. Because you try to make holes for running backs or quick QBs, and you're gonna let defenders get past you. You need to focus on blocking the guy in front of you and not on what's going on behind you.
Yeah, that's a very good point. We are seeing a lot more running quarterbacks, so maybe offensive lines are trying to adapt to that more often, and I don't know, maybe they're just not very good at it, adapting that way.
Yeah. Hey, do you want to go on to the NBA? Because I saw you on Snap talking about what ESPN was.
Yeah, okay. That shit's the most retarded thing I've ever listened to in my entire life. I know you're gonna say, dude, it's an option. No, the fuck, it's not, bro. What are you talking about? Trading LeBron James. Who are you gonna get for him that's gonna be as good as LeBron James?
True. I will say though, Jeff Van Gundy was the first person to say that.
I think honestly, Jeff Van Gundy didn't mean it. I think he was just throwing an idea out there. He's like, hey, maybe LeBron James.
No, I don't think he meant to be taken seriously.
Yeah.
But you know, ESPN, they're gonna take any little thing seriously.
Especially from TNT.
I can't stand ESPN. I mean, even Stephen A. has been getting on my nerves lately.
He's not. He never gets on my nerves. His voice is sex. His voice is little sex to me. I go crazy.
Dude, they need to get him to do some NBA games. Like, I would love to see
him Max
NBA game.
Dude, no, him and Reggie. No, not Reggie. Jeff Van Gundy and stuff like that. Dude, that'd be sick. That'd be sick. And what's his name?
Great.
Fuck, Stephen A. Smith and Jim Nance.
Oh.
No, not Jim.
Yeah. No. You,
Harlan guy. Harlan. Fuck.
Yeah. Ernie Holland.
Ernie Harlan. Dude, they would be a deadly combo. That'd be fucking awesome.
Yeah.
But dude, I think Jeff Van Gundy, he was just having fun, talking about certain things, and I mean, it's a very good point. Like LeBron James should be held accountable for what's going on with the Lakers right now. People say,
true. I mean, it's true, and it depends where the Lakers want to go, because if Magic is looking at the team right now, they have two directions. They could go into the LeBron-heavy veterans to mentor the young generation, which I think could hurt them more than help them, or they could go all in on the young generation, trade LeBron, get a bunch of young talent and a ton of draft picks to help them push on the young front, because right now what's going on is not working.
Which I think, honestly, I think the problem is LeBron's doesn't do well with a bunch of young players. He doesn't,
and that's why he's always had veterans around him to deal with them. He's not. He may be a great leader of a team, but he's not a teacher.
Which is why I thought Rondo was gonna be a huge part.
Yeah, but Rondo has proven to be just as difficult as anybody.
Literal cunt.
He doesn't. He can't get along with anyone. He's like Jimmy Butler in that they just can't get along with anyone.
Oh, Jimmy Butler. Dude, Jimmy, stop blaming your coach for you not being able to make plays in the clutch. He's over here like, dude, if you would have thrown a better play. No, if you would have been able to execute the damn play, maybe you wouldn't have been able to win it, you dumbass bitch. Okay, listen. Jimmy Butler, man, I love you. You're a great player, okay? I watched your story. Listen, you're one of my favorite players. But, dude, shut up about blaming everything else on everyone else except for yourself. Be accountable. That's what a superstar is supposed to be. You're supposed to be a fucking accountable.
Yeah, he just isn't.
Hold your head high, bro. Like, if you guys lose, the first thing you should do as a superstar, as a leader, is blame yourself. That's how you get better. No, you blame your coach, then you blame everyone else, and you get yourself out of the damn city, and then guess what? You're on a different team every single damn year.
Yeah.
God damn it, dude. Like, he fucking, ever since he lost even with the Bulls, bro, he was a cancer. Then he went to Minnesota, was a complete cancer there. It was funny. He gave out his phone number and the Minnesota. I actually called it. he didn't answer, of course, because but it's all good. Eventually, a couple years from now, he'll probably answer because I'll be as famous as him. But you're probably right. Fuck off. All right. So who else we gotta talk about? You still want to? Is there anything else you want to talk about for LeBron? Is there anything else you want to
not really. I don't know if he really has a plan.
Here's what I think they should do this offseason. They should keep exploring for Anthony Davis, continue exploring. If it doesn't work out, go after a free agent. Because you have time. You have time before free agency starts.
Yeah, dude, I think Anthony Davis would be the best shot. But even with him, I don't know if the Lakers will be able to win like they want to. I don't know if they'll be finals material with Anthony Davis even.
See, I hate saying this, but dude, Lonzo's a huge part of this team.
He's a massive part of the team, and everyone getting on him you're full of it. And if they trade him, which he seems to be one of the most, even though I disagree and I think it would wreck them, I think they are looking to trade him or Brandon Ingram.
No question.
I agree. I think he'd get the most talent back, and I think he might be a better overall player, kind of, but I think he is the most of a locker room cancer than Lonzo. Lonzo just seems like a good, straight up kid who just wants to play.
Yeah, fuck you, LeVar. You ruined LeAngelo Ball's career. Don't ruin Lonzo's, please.
He's trying his hardest to ruin it. He wants Lonzo to be traded to the Suns.
Dude, honestly, I don't know if Brandon Ingram's going to get anything back, because this dude is out for the season with blood clots. We know how the last player we've heard that had blood clots, Chris Bosh, who actually had to retire because of it.
Yeah.
God damn, dude, I miss Chris Bosh. This man.
Yeah, I mean, he's multiple times tried to come back, but
Doesn't
those
work.
blood clots just.
Do you think that's gonna be life-threatening? Like, I mean, life-ending career. I mean, fuck, career-ending injury for Brandon Ingram.
Yeah, I mean, if you allow it to get bad, it definitely is because they come back if you don't take care of it.
Can they even like trade him?
Uh,
That's the thing. Like, you can't even trade Brandon Ingram away. You can't like. The thing was like before that was like one of the big parts.
no,
of,
if anything, if Brandon Ingram can't come back, they might as well just cut him.
Yeah. Like, I don't know, that was like one of the biggest parts in the Anthony Davis trade. So who do you replace Brandon Ingram with in the Anthony Davis trade? Like,
Don't know.
it's got to be Lonzo because I don't know, they want to ruin their team. Go
Well,
ahead.
they were gonna have Lonzo in it anyway. They were gonna have Kuzma, Lonzo, and Ingram, which would have been just that would have destroyed what LeBron went to originally do, which was mentor these young kids and then to have them help him win a team.
Let's be real. What he actually went there to do: get more money and get more endorsements. Let's just be honest.
Well, he went there first of all because he wants to retire there. That's the number one reason. But hey, and I think he really did think he could help. But he would have had endorsements no matter where he went. Even if he stayed in Cleveland, he would have gotten.
But let's be real. The market in LA is a lot bigger, and I know he's already a huge star as it is, but more endorsements are going to be there.
Oh yeah, but at Miami's just as large a market, and he didn't go back there. Which there were rumors that he might have gone back there. I think he went there to retire because he wants to retire there, and I think he genuinely thought he could help this young team. But I think he's come to realize that he's not a great teacher. He doesn't like it when younger players don't respond to his type of play, which is very intense and maybe not, LA rich kids, they're not necessarily used to, I'm just saying.
Fortnite.
Yeah, no, they're not used to the
yourself.
tough. They're not used to what LeBron's intensity brings, which is why LeBron wanted to bring over all these veterans to help him teach these young kids. But all the veterans he brought in have their own issues.
When you bring in Michael Beasley, Rondo, JaVale McGee, and Rondo. No, I already said Rondo. But like,
all have their own issues.
Lance Stevenson.
Yeah, they all have their own attitude issues. I mean, the only two players out of that is Stevenson and McGee that have really played well for them.
Yeah, I mean, I think JaVale McGee's been a great player.
Oh, he's been their best player they brought in so far. But Rondo's done squat, mostly because they don't give him much playing time. But
I agree with everything you said about LeBron, except for he's a bad teacher. I think LeBron's a great teacher. I think he actually he can teach, but these guys are not very teachable. I don't know, man. Like you see Josh Hart and like Kyle Kuzma, they're out there on their Twitch channels. Like they have Twitch channels and they focus on like we know how Josh Hart is. He literally is on Fortnite 24/7, even though the game is complete shit. Chris, you played it though. You played it. Okay, yeah, I played it because it was trending. I wanted views. Okay, that's out of the way. Bro, I just like when you focus more time on Fortnite than your actual NBA career. Which one makes more money?
that's true. But at the same time,
What can you do?
I get what you're saying about that they don't listen to LeBron, but that's the point of a teacher is that you have to make your students listen to you. I think he's a good leader on the court, but off the court, teaching, mentoring these guys, I don't see what he's really done for them.
I mean, it's kind of impossible to teach someone that doesn't want to be taught. Like the saying is.
I completely agree.
We know someone that has that abilities.
Man, this is the third time you brought that guy up. You need to let it go.
It's great to just roast, have slice little what's it called? Little dick. Dude, name starts with R. All right,
So,
he'll probably watch this. All right,
dude, if he watches this, you know how mad he'll be.
I don't give a fuck. So let's talk about the playoffs, because why the fuck not, fuck. So we know the top 5 teams in the playoffs, right? For the East, we got the Bucks, Raptors, we got the Celtics, 76ers, and the Pacers. name in that order. What do you think they're gonna like? What do you think like elimination wise? Like like how they get eliminated. What order do you think they're gonna like get eliminated in?
Okay, hold on. Let me get the standings real quick.
Because I personally feel like 76ers are gonna go to the finals. I mean, not the finals. This is what I
Dude,
gotta say.
76ers, yeah, but Toronto's played really well. So in order, this is who I think is gonna be eliminated from the top 5 first. I think Indiana is gonna be eliminated first. I think, man, I can't believe I'm saying this. I think the 76ers are gonna be eliminated second.
Really? Why?
I just do. I see them. I see them choking. And then I see Toronto losing third, Boston going out fourth, and then I see Milwaukee going to the finals.
Okay. Yeah, let me pull up standings for you. So I got my list right here. Like I said before, I think the 76ers are going to the why did I pull up the MLB standings? No, I don't want that shit. So yeah, like I said before, the 76ers are going to go to the finals. The team that they're going to verse in the Eastern Conference Finals will be the Raptors. So it'll be Raptors and 76ers in the Eastern Conference Finals, which means the Milwaukee Bucks will be eliminated in the second round. And let's see, I need like a standings because like I can see like how like the teams will be seeded.
Yeah, I have the standings right here in front of me.
So Toronto will be the second seed. So we got the Bucks as the first seed, Toronto second seed. So
Toronto second seed, Philadelphia's third, Indiana's fourth, Boston fifth.
Let's just keep it from it. The top 5 seeds, unless like the only way they're gonna change is if they lose to each other. They're not gonna fall out to like 6th, 7th seeds. They're gonna be.
I don't know, man. I mean, Brooklyn's riding Boston right now, and Detroit's right behind Brooklyn.
Don't give me that, dude. Brooklyn's not gonna pass Boston up.
Dude, Detroit's right behind Brooklyn, and they may come in 6th towards the end of the season.
Detroit doesn't have a point guard. All right, moving on. So right now it'd be the Bucks versus Miami in the first round. It'd be the Toronto Raptors versus Detroit Pistons, which that could be an interesting series.
It could.
I mean, the way the Pistons are playing lately, like who knows?
You literally just said they don't have a point guard.
I was just joking. Reggie Jackson, you suck, but you're decent. So you got the Brooklyn Nets and the 76ers, which I think honestly people are gonna say is a great series. I think that's gonna be a wash series.
No, I think 76ers. No, actually, Brooklyn surprised me this year.
They'll go 5 games. I think D'Angelo Russell will hit like a game-winning type shot for like game 3 or 4, and that's it.
All right.
And then you got Boston and Pacers, which honestly,
that's gonna be a good game.
Intense series, even without Victor Oladipo. Boston, that's gonna probably be one of our hardest series. Like you need to make sure y'all are ready for that one because the Pacers are no joke. Even without Victor Oladipo, they're still no joke.
I got the Pacers losing, but if Boston doesn't get their crap together, I don't know.
I'm a Boston Celtics fan, and I'm gonna say Pacers are gonna take that.
I got it going 7, but I think the Celtics won.
Man, I don't know. I think Pacers will take them to 6, and I think the reason why they'll struggle is because Kyrie Irving's going to be playing out of his mind for the first game or 1 or 2 games, and he's going to start struggling. And guess he's going to
he's going to get fatigued?
He's going to get fatigued. He's going to look around for his teammates, and no one's going to be there for him. Because guess what? No one's been there for him all season long. Because he doesn't know how to fucking teach or lead. And I know you're going to compare us to LeBron, but I think honestly they're 2 completely different things. Kyrie Irving does not know how to teach whatsoever. He even admitted like he's not a great leader. Okay.
No, he needs another player, and I'm not going to compare him to LeBron because they're 2 completely different people.
Yeah.
But Kyrie needs another superstar, which is why he's probably going to leave and go to New York and get Anthony Davis.
I don't give a fuck.
No, I mean, and bring Kevin Durant, not Anthony Davis, to New York with him because he needs another superstar with him because he can't lead a team on his own, even though he thought he could.
Yeah, I don't know, man.
I think Boston's young players will come in and win it for him against Indiana, though.
See, it's one of those things where I can see what you're talking about, so like I can't really argue because like it's a very valid like thing. Like they could.
I mean, Jason Tatum has played. He's played out of his mind this year.
Yeah, bro. I just don't know like Jason Tatum's gonna be enough because I know Rozier won't show up because we all know who. Tariq Evans is a very underrated defensive player, in my opinion. They got Miles Turner, who's going to block every damn shot that comes in the paint. I think the Pacers are going to be a dark horse team.
Oh no, and you said at the beginning of the year you thought they were the dark horse for the East.
Yeah, I called it, baby. Even without Victor Oladipo, what's his coach's name? Whatever. I think he's a coach that should be at least considered.
Mm-hmm.
For coach of the year.
Hey, let's move on to the Western Conference. Do you think Denver will catch up and pass Golden State by the end of the season to be number 1 seed?
Yes.
They're 2 games back right now.
Like I said before, the Golden State Warriors will not finish the first seed this year. I called it at the beginning of the year. I did say the Portland Trailblazers will be the first seed, but
Portland's 5th. I mean, they've struggled recently.
I think Portland will move up to the 3rd seed. I think the Rockets will fall back down to the 5th seed.
Really? Do you think Oklahoma will stay in 4th?
Oh yeah, I think Oklahoma is I think they're a team that everyone needs to watch out for. They're like the Pacers of the East, the West. I mean.
Do you think they're gonna do you think, man, I could see Oklahoma City catching up to Houston going in the 3rd spot, but I see Portland ending in the 4th.
Yeah. So I think honestly, the way that the playoffs are right now, I think this is how it's gonna be. I don't think the Kings are gonna be able to move up because they're 4 games behind.
Utah, yeah.
And there's only what?
Man, okay, can I say, Utah fans, you're trash.
Oh,
let's
talk about
stop.
that.
No, I don't want to talk about it because Russell Westbrook is wrong too. But just ESPN covered the story for like 2 hours this morning, and that bothered the crap out of me because it's a non-story. But stop. Russell, you need to stop threatening fans and their wives, and Utah fans, get a life and don't be dumb.
All right, my bad. I didn't hear what you said because I got interrupted. But I gotta talk about this because this is actually pissing me off so bad right now. Russell Westbrook should not have got fined $25K. I know you're gonna say he was wrong too. No, he wasn't.
He was wrong too.
He was not.
What do you mean he wasn't? Yes, he was.
In the right.
Okay, he was not wrong until he threatened the man's wife.
That was funny.
Okay, it was funny, but you can't do that.
Yes, you can. Why wouldn't you?
No, you can, but you shouldn't. I mean, what? I get that she had some choice words too, but he was the one that was agitating Russell, not his wife. So why go after her?
Because it's his wife.
And that's okay.
That's gonna get to him. Trust me. Russell Westbrook is a guy for that. Dude, I just don't think he should have got fined though. I'll admit though. Let me go ahead and let me go get my real thing on this one. Yes, I think that Russell Westbrook was sort of in the right, but also in the wrong. I don't think I think the only reason why he's in the wrong is because the press conference he gave. He's like, the fans should come in and they should be able to say nothing. They should be able to say nothing to me. You know, like they should shut up and watch the game. No, Russell, listen to me, okay? That's not what they paid for. They paid their tickets so you can get money to have fun. Okay.
And there's a difference between hecklers and what this one fan did. Like there's a fine line. There's a difference between going there and shouting things about players, and that you can't jump or you can't make a jump shot.
Russell Westbrook needs to have thicker skin, but I don't blame him for going after the fan.
No, because what the guy said had nothing to do with the game and everything to do with
What did he say?
He said. So this spurred on from a Twitter page he had where he had all these. We targeted Russell in a bunch of. You don't know, but in what appears to be a bunch of racially motivated insults and attacks. And then he went to the game and repeated a lot of these similar attacks on Russell. And that's when Russell lost it. Yeah. So, after one particular comment about Russell on his knees, you can guess where that.
Yeah. That's fucked up.
No, it is. But at the same time, I think Russell should have said something, or what he should have done is gone to a security officer and be like, hey, this fan is being disruptive. Could you please remove him?
Which he did.
Instead of making this big deal about it.
I think he did. I don't think the security guards gave a fuck. So he's like, all right.
No, I don't think. No, he didn't. He just went off on him instead. He didn't go to security guard requesting. He did get kicked out of the game eventually because Russell was making such a big deal of it on the sideline. But no, Russell did not approach a security officer before going off.
I'm still gonna say Utah fans, y'all are the worst fans in the entire NBA. I don't care what y'all say. Golden State Warriors now. The Golden State Warriors fans are not as bad.
Celtics.
Don't you dare start on the help. Don't you dare say Celtics are a bad team. Don't you dare say they're a bad fan base. Don't you dare. No.
Okay, can I talk about the Red Sox then?
Go ahead.
About them, did you see them?
Listen,
unraveling that one sign?
I do not support what the Red Sox did. I think they're terrible people.
The fans?
They're fucked up for that. But listen, I'm still a Red Sox fan. I'm gonna just sit here and just say whatever, man. I mean, I'm not those type of Red Sox fans. I'm not like that. And the rest of the Red Sox fans out there, go fuck yourself. That's it.
All right.
Like, see, that's fucked. Like that I can't stand by. Like that's just fucked up. Like, and then guess what's gonna happen now? I guess every single time you talk to Red Sox, I'm like Red Sox fans and like that. I'm associated with that now, like with the racist stuff now, which is great. Thanks, guys. Yeah, fuck me.
Well, yeah, but that's been Boston's. Let's face it, that's been Boston fans' MO forever. And I'm not saying all Boston fans.
I hate.
I'm just saying those that live in Boston, which is like 20% of your fan base.
Yeah, I'll admit though, bro, I don't like Red Sox fans. Like, I hate them. George is the only Red Sox fans I kind of like.
See, I like Red Sox fans. Because I like the Red Sox. I'm kind of a Red Sox fan, but I like it for the players and the history of the team. I don't deal with the rest of the fan base, which, let's face it, Red Sox and Yankees fans are a little.
What was the Orioles player, the Adam Jones thing? They came in, they started chanting stuff at him.
Oh yeah, and they started throwing. Was that
Adam Jones?
Or was that in Houston that they were throwing stuff at him?
Oh, no, they were calling Adam, like they were calling the Orioles player like some racist stuff, like the Red Sox fans were. But I forgot whatever his name is, but dude.
Adam Jones.
Adam Jones, yeah. So I'm gonna transition back to the Western Conference playoffs. So let's just pretend like the playoffs and the season ended right now. You know, the seeds are exactly like they are. Let's talk about the second round matchups. So let's go ahead and go from let's see who's gonna win the first round. What do you got?
So I have Utah and San Antonio automatically losing.
Oh duh.
Well, I see the Clippers making it close. But I see them losing. I see Denver, Golden State, Oklahoma.
So keep going. Sorry.
Okay, you can go on.
So for the first round matchup, Golden State and Utah, I think Utah will take a game. It'll be a 5-game series.
I think they'll take a game, but they're not gonna win.
You know, we'll be on the back of Donovan Mitchell.
Close.
Donovan Mitchell will be the reason why they take that game. Then I got Denver and Clippers. I think that the Denver Nuggets are going to win that in 6 games because of Lou Williams, I mean. And I think that he will be a star in that series, straight up star. Trust me. Then you got Houston and San Antonio. If you have picked San Antonio, you're a fucking retard. Houston's taking that series. James Harden is going to be fatigued. Shut the fuck up. They got Chris Paul, Clint Capella.
Wait. Weren't you the one earlier in the season that was talking about James Harden getting fatigued?
No. On the Onlooker show, I literally debated George and what's his name? Jay about that. I literally debated them for like 10 minutes about that. I'm
gonna have to go back and look at that because
listen to it.
All right.
Then you got Portland and the Thunder. And that will be obviously the 5th to 4th season are gonna be the closest games.
Yeah, I got the Thunder winning that though.
Yeah, I got Thunder too. I was gonna try to think of.
I think it's gonna go 6, possibly 7, but
I was trying to think of an argument for Portland because I did have them at the very beginning of the season being the 1st seed, but I don't think they're gonna beat Thunder, just because of Russell Westbrook and Paul George. Paul George would be the main reason.
Yeah, definitely.
So, since we talked about the first round, let's move back up to the Eastern Conference second round matchups. I don't know what your matchups are because I think they're different than mine. What is your second round matchups?
Don't remember.
Because mine are the Pacers versus Bucks, and then I got 76ers versus Raptors.
Okay, I had I think I had the same. No, I had the 76ers losing first round
Wait, what? You think 76ers are gonna lose first round?
against who they be facing?
Nets, the Brooklyn Nets.
Yeah,
What? Really?
yeah.
You think D'Angelo Russell and Spencer Dinwiddie are gonna be able to beat the 76ers?
I think the Nets are. Yeah, I think they're really good, and I think they have a chance of making it to the conference finals.
Well, shit. All right then. So you got the Nets and Bucks versus who you got? Pacers or Boston? Which one?
Oh, I had Boston.
So you got Boston versus the Raptors. So Brooklyn versus Bucks, and then
Yeah, Bucks winning, and then I got Toronto beating Boston.
how many games do you got them going in
Which one?
for both?
Milwaukee winning 4-0, and then I got Toronto beating Boston in 7.
All right. So for my series, I got Pacers versus Bucks first round, and I got 76ers versus Raptors, and I'm gonna take the Bucks first round in a sweep. Yes, I know, a sweep after they just beat Boston Celtics. They're gonna take them in a sweep. Bucks will go to the Eastern Conference.
You don't think the Celtics will fatigue the Bucks?
I don't have Celtics in the second round.
No, I know, but the Bucks will beat the Celtics to get to the second round, right?
I don't have the Bucks versus the Celtics at all.
Oh, okay.
And so then I got 76ers versus Raptors. And like I said before, the 76ers are going to go to the finals. So I think the 76ers will take them in 6 games. And they'll win on the Raptors home court with Kawhi Leonard crying like a little bitch. So let's move back to the Western Conference Finals. For mine, I got Bucks and Raptors. I got Bucks and 76ers, and you got Raptors and Bucks. So let's go back to the Western Conference Finals. You have who do you got in the second round?
Hold on. Golden State, Denver, Oklahoma City, and Clippers. I think.
You got Clippers being the Nuggets?
No, oh no, wait, never mind. I'm not good at keeping track of standings. Hold on.
Wait, Golden State, Denver Nuggets, Houston Thunder?
No, I got Golden State, Denver, Oklahoma, and then I think I said Portland. I don't remember. Whoever Houston was facing.
Oh, so, the Spurs.
Oh no, maybe I did have the first 4. Yeah.
Yeah, so we got the same one for those. So it's gonna be OKC versus Golden State, and I know you're gonna go crazy when I say my response for that one. And I got Houston and the Nuggets for that one for the next series.
I think we got the same thing for the Oklahoma City Golden State. I got Thunder winning.
Me too. Everyone hear that out there? Thunder will beat the Golden State Warriors this year and
Going
7 games.
6.
You got 6. I got 7 for that one. And Russell Westbrook will beat Kevin Durant on the home court.
Ooh.
And,
All right.
And this
And
one,
I got the Nuggets beating the Rockets.
I was about to say, I got the Nuggets, and the reason why is because I don't think James Harden has enough to beat the Nuggets. I don't think James
No,
Harden
the
will
Nuggets
have enough.
have a full team when
They're
Houston
fully
really just has Harden.
I don't think Clint Capella's going to be able to hold on to Jokic. I think Jokic is going to have a crazy series in that one. And Chris Paul's probably going to be injured because he's always injured. So it's going to be, so for me, I got the Denver Nuggets versus the Thunder. Who do you got? You got the same one, right?
Yeah.
Alright, so now, guys, we are going to talk about the third round, aka the conference finals. We got the Thunder, and then we got the Nuggets for the Western Conference, and we got the Bucks and 76ers for mine. You got...
You should write these down for me.
You have the Thunder and Nuggets, I believe, and you got the Bucks and Raptors, I think?
I think I had the Bucks and Raptors, and then I got the Bucks winning.
So you got the Bucks going to the finals.
I got the Bucks in the finals.
Alright. And for me, I got the Thunder taking out the Nuggets in 7 games. I know a lot of these are 7 games, but I think that's how it's going to be this playoffs. And then they got the 76ers beating the Bucks in shocking 5 games.
Wow, really? 7?
5 games.
What?
5 games.
No. No. No
Yes.
way.
Yes.
No.
And you know the shoulders is going to be on Joel Embiid. He's going to have the best series he's ever had in his career.
You don't think Giannis will outdo Joel Embiid?
I don't think he will, because he's gonna have to guard 4 different players. I don't think Eric Bledsoe's gonna be able to hold Ben Simmons at point guard. Yes, he can guard J.J. Redick, but what is that gonna
Ben Simmons hasn't played that well this season.
He's not gonna be able to handle his size.
I don't know, man. That's a ballsy prediction.
76ers are going to the finals in 5 games against the Bucks, and then the Thunder are gonna be the same one as well.
Yeah, I think the Thunder are gonna beat Denver, but I got that going 7.
All right, so you got the Thunder and Bucks in the finals.
Yeah, and you got the Thunder and the 76ers.
Yeah, and I can't.
And we both have the Thunder going.
What do you have for the finals, my guy?
Man, Thunder Bucks. Ugh. I'm going Bucks.
You're going
I think
Bucks.
Bucks will be the NBA. I think finally the East without LeBron will be NBA final champions.
In how many games?
I got 6.
Ooh, dude. All right, this is gonna take me a minute because you got Russell West. I'm trying to think of matchups here. You got Russell Westbrook versus Ben Simmons, basically at point guards. I think Russell's gonna take him easily, obviously.
Oh yeah, Russ is gonna run all over Ben
Paul
Simmons.
George will make Jimmy Butler his bitch, and I say that with 100% confidence because I think he will. And this one's gonna make you. I don't know how you're gonna react to this one, Noah. Steven Adams will absolutely destroy Joel Embiid this series.
Really? No, I think Joel Embiid he would outbody Steven Adams.
I don't think so for the series. I think Steven Adams is gonna have an amazing series versus Joel Embiid. So I think you know what my answer is gonna be.
You got the Thunder.
OKC Thunder in 6 games against the 76ers.
No, this can't. No. You know why this can't happen? I just remembered. Me and you had an old friend named Matt. Remember Matt?
Yeah, I remember. I know you're about to talk.
I made a deal with him
Why? What was the
2
deal?
years ago that the Thunder will not win a championship within the next 5 years without Kevin Durant. And if they win,
How much money you got?
I owe this man like $30.
$30. Oh, shut up. Pay up, bro. The Thunder are taking this. And I don't know how people in the comments are gonna react to that. Me saying Oklahoma State Thunder are gonna win the finals, but they are. They're gonna be
No,
champions.
I want them to because I feel like they have a good team, and I feel like
Paul George deserves
Paul George deserves it.
it. He's not gonna win MVP. At least let him win a championship. That would be worth it.
Yeah, and he's totally an MVP candidate,
Oh, he
no
deserves
matter
it.
what anyone else does.
I just think that James Harden's gonna win. I
He's gonna win.
I know you're gonna say Giannis, but I think James Harden's gonna take it.
People are gonna say Giannis, and Giannis is very viable.
I think honestly, I can see the argument between both of them because they both deserve it. But I think James Harden is gonna take it.
So James Harden will because I think of name recognition. It's the same reason why he wasn't winning against Russell Westbrook or LeBron earlier because his name wasn't as recognizable as it is now. Same with branding wise, his name wasn't as recognizable. Now he has his own brand, and that's why he won MVP last year. I want Paul George to win this year. He won't because he's in Oklahoma City. I think that's really the big thing with him. And he has Russell, which with Russell, I think that hurts his chances because you really do kind of have to be a star player on your team, and you can't really share the spotlight to be MVP.
Yeah, exactly. That's what happened with Steph Curry and Kevin Durant now. They're not
Yeah.
kind of close to it because they're all on the same team.
They're on the same team, but they work well together. I mean, Kevin Durant only won it because Russell didn't really play when he won it. Was it 4 years ago?
Yes.
5?
It was 2013. When he won.
Okay.
2013 and 14, so he would have won 14. Because that was it was the year that it was the year before the Spurs went there, and the Spurs went in 2014. So no, it was 2012-2013 season when Kevin Durant won it.
Yeah. Which I will say, his acceptance speech is one of the greatest of all time.
I think it's the greatest.
Yeah.
Mama, I love you. You're the real MVP. Yeah, on that note, I think it's time for us to end the podcast. I think it was a great podcast.
All right, man.
And now,
It's a long One, two.
Hour and 17. This is a great podcast. This is gonna be the first episode of many. Trust me, this is gonna be a lot. This podcast is gonna be a lot more frequent than our onlookers because of our restrictions on that shit. Because it's at school, so we might.
Yeah, but hey, anything's possible. If this is the test setup, me, you, Cage, George, who knows what could happen using Skype.
Yeah, dude, we're gonna have more special guests coming in very often throughout the shows, but this is mainly my show and a lot of Noah's too. He's gonna be here as much as he can, but I'm gonna be doing this every single time big news pops up. So I hope you guys are ready. Thank you guys for tuning in, and as always, folks, I'll see you next time I upload. Peace out, y'all.
Oh, when you come out the garage.
Look at all these shopping bags. I got it! 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 I got it!
Alright guys, whatever, that's... Fuck you Fortnite, you fucking pussy.
So much